So Nicki Minaj's press run has stirred up the conversation about influencers and streamers platforms versus hip-hop journalist platforms. If you don't know me, my name is Dee Brady. I am a creative brand and marketing strategist and publicist, and I create content during this series breaking down brands called Bradyology. Okay, so specifically for this launch of Pink Friday 2, so far Nicki Minaj has joined Kai Cenat's stream. She has an interview with Funny Marco coming out. Also, she has an interview with Joe Budden podcast coming out. And she also did a interview with Vogue and did an interview with Apple Music as well. Now, these platforms obviously benefits her in different ways. But also these platforms or the certain people attached to these platforms have genuinely shown her love over time. So platforms like Funny Marco and Kai Cenat, they not only cater to her audience, but they target a new, younger audience. Also, post-interview with Joe Budden's podcast and Funny Marco, she has the privilege to control what comes out in that final edit. Now, previously, I've said that Nicki Minaj has done a lot of other interviews for a lot of other hip-hop journalist platforms. But in return, some of them haven't even proven to do proper research. And this goes to my next point of where the state of journalism is right now. I feel like due to the traction that a lot of these streamers and influencers get from their platform, some journalists or other platforms are maybe panicking and have to compete by being messy. At this time, it's like if I'm not going to go viral by doing the proper thing, then I have to be messy if I'm not being funny or entertaining. So now you are one of those big bold font bloggers. There is no code of ethics in journalism anymore because there's no accuracy. There's bias, there's no proper research. Now, there are still a lot of good journalists out there who are doing a damn thing, but there are also other real journalists behind the scenes who are in return getting fired, or they're not being paid or treated fairly behind the scenes, or they're just not getting their proper due diligence. For Black journalists who are building their own platform in their own fun way while still giving interviews of substance, it's a game changer for artists or notable people to do interviews with them. But also, stans and everyday consumers, you gotta learn how to take proper critique from those proper journalists without getting too emotional. Upcoming artists and even known artists, part of artist development is media training. You are going to have to learn how to answer the hard questions. And not every publication or platform is going to allow you to review everything before it airs. Everyday consumers and stands, we have to ignore a lot of these bold font blogs and clickbait. The antics go viral for days because people talk about it doing think pieces on Twitter for days. And honestly, it trickles down to the little kids, and we wonder why a lot of them do not like to read or write properly anymore. I recently went and spoke to a bunch of kids between the ages of 6 and 14 years old, and I simply asked them, who's your favorite artist, one by one. One of them said his favorite artist was Blueface. Now, there's nothing wrong with having your favorite artist, but we all know that a lot of things that surrounding Blueface right now is mainly drama and his antics going on in the internet more than music. But people talk about it, they laugh about it, they carry it on, and it goes viral, and it gives them some type of notoriety to the fact that it then trickles down to little kids, and they think that they can do the same without having to learn proper journalism ways in order to reach that standard of notoriety as well. Before I finish this video, this is a thread of a lot of cool writers and creatives that I genuinely also enjoy their pieces as well, but I can't tag all of them here. So go on this thread and you can see for yourselves. Also, I enjoy KB For Real content. You can follow her on Instagram or here on TikTok. Obviously love Speedy Mormon as well and his content with Complex. I also enjoy Nala Simone's content as well. Those are just a few, but go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And also, if you have your own platforms that you watch on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, comment them below, and I would definitely follow and subscribe.